This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. More on them later on. Like many of you guys, I grew up on America's Next Top Model. I had no intention of being a model, wanting to enter the fashion industry. However, watching this show, I was up practicing my walk because I wanted Miss J to like me. I would be wearing the black tank tops with the slick back hair just in case I had to go on a go-see. I was 9 in my living room. Where was I going? Don't ask. Also, like many of you, I wanted to revisit the show, and revisiting it was a journey. There was so much shit in this show that was not okay. So it created a lot of conversation. If you were online during COVID, you probably saw the countless commentary channels making countless videos about America's Next Top Model and everything that they were seeing. A lot of people, I think, were actually watching it for the first time. All the noise, everyone saying what they wanted to say. The one person we didn't hear anything from was Miss Tyra Banks herself. And that is why I am interested in this documentary. I'm excited. Strap in and let's get started.
Tiffany, I'm extremely disappointed.
Wow, we're starting with this? Oh my God, I feel like I could quote this whole scene, which is not good. I will be 90 and I will quote this scene. And they both went home this episode too. I remember, I was that.
You have a girl like this.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
How dare you?
Oh, the social. Yeah, actually, now I feel like a shitty person because we have made this a meme. I just said it's lodged in my brain, but this probably was so traumatic for Miss Tiffany. I don't know if Miss Tiffany is in here. I know there's a couple models in here. Hey, girl, how are you? Wait, Family Guy talked about it? What the hell goes on in Family Guy? I do not watch that show.
Not the ideal weight, not the ideal height.
Oh, that was, what's her name? Adrian? Brie? Loved her.
I felt like it was
Alicia!
the only
Whitney?
reason.
Whoa, I feel like I'm like visiting old friends.
Real thin teenage girls are being told, you're too fat.
It was a reflection of the
Yeah.
time.
She looks pudgy.
That's
Ooh, Janice was a lot. I was so scared of Miss Janice. I was like, if I ever see her in the street, I'm walking the other way. If she thinks these girls are pudgy, oh God. 2-ton Tessie coming down the street.
Tyra Banks, I need an explanation.
Wait, even Diva! Wait, that was Courtney! Oh my God, what do y'all know about Court Reezy? Wait! Bestie.
I haven't really said much, but now it's time.
Wait, why am I so sad? I feel so millennial right now. I'm like, wait. Executive producer. Right, yeah, exactly.
then there's Tyra.
And you know what? Young Tyra killed it. Say what you want about Miss Tyra, but she knew what she was doing on that runway.
You can pay your
Like,
bills.
look at that. That's a superstar. That's a diva.
I saw Tyra Banks in person yesterday. She was having lunch in the Four Seasons. Nobody in the Four Seasons recognized Tyra Banks. She had her clothes on.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Ew.
At 21, Tyra's already launched.
Fresh Prince! I loved her on Fresh Prince.
It's amazing to see the black woman dominating the modeling industry.
That's why I'm like, she was a force to be reckoned with. And I think the idea of like someone who has gone through the hardship and the struggles to the maximum level in the industry, like them coming and saying, hey, I want to help you succeed in this business that I know is hard. Like there is an appeal to that.
I created a show. You saw what it took to become a model.
Brilliant.
And I pitched him the idea, and he said,
oh, I can make this work.
And did you make it work?
Like ran some modeling school or something that could. She goes, no, there's this guy named Jay Alexander.
Diva.
Miss J taught me how to walk.
I've known Tyra since she was 16.
Miss J was always the funniest too. I didn't realize the relationship went that far back. I want to know the fallout because this, you know what? I said I watched all the seasons and I did, but I think I have a hard time remembering the later ones because once the J's checked out, I kind of checked out. Like I was watching, but I wasn't. The gifts that Miss J has given the internet, I think everyone needs to say thank you. Everyone, let's take a moment. Take a moment. Take a moment. Where should I do my walk for Miss J? My outfit does not match at all, but y'all tell me how my walk looks, okay? I don't have a lot of room. I'll sit down. Okay. Look at
We
them.
were a complete team.
That was my dream blunt rotation before I knew what that was when I was a little kid. Oh, we're going in order.
It all began a few months ago when we started a process.
Yeah, it's her! Ebony, right? I don't remember the first season as well. Wasn't it Adrian, that one?
I want to shake this.
Shannon! Shannon, who would wear bathing suits but not lingerie. I remember that.
I always had this dream that one day I'd become an African princess.
She looks so gorgeous. And she was gay. Was. She retired. Honestly, like, I think someone said it earlier that Top Model was kind of their first impression of like gay people and fashion and this, that, whatever. And honestly, yeah, because I was young and I didn't really understand why Miss J was Miss J. Like, that sounds so crazy that I've never really questioned anything in the gay community because I was exposed to it. And I was just like, yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Oh, this gift!
Remember when I called her name? She just...
Icon!
We got a lot of pushback from the network. You had one person of a different color, that was their definition of diverse.
Right. They're like, okay, we hit the quota. Thank you. And we're going to get rid of them the first week, right? Thank you.
Viacom. The parent.
Of course it's fucking Viacom.
UPN, guy named Les Moonves.
Moonves? As in Julie Chen Moonves' husband? As in we really don't talk about him after the allegations? Oh! Things are making sense, people. To be part of the first season, I couldn't even imagine like seeing the success. Because one thing, like when you audition knowing what you're getting into, like none of these girls knew what was going to happen.
Mr. Mark, Tyra, all young people with a dream.
Yeah. And then it can crash you down, right? You see what they're doing. They're making it all fun and light and like, see, like we had great intentions. We weren't going to do anything bad. However, like the butt is coming. The shoe is about to fall.
It's a show about modeling, but it was a Cinderella story.
Hello. Oh, the makeovers! I wanted a tie over so bad. I still do.
Uh-oh, Tyra Mail.
Tyra Mail.
Tomorrow, one of you will be eliminated.
In the hopes of becoming America's next top model.
It looks like you landed from another planet because you have so much teeth.
Janice was so mean.
Divot, you're dead in my book.
And she's a diva.
What?
First.
As an 18-year-old, I'd be like...
And she says, the judges have been talking to me and they've been saying that you have been showing up ashy every day. And I'm blown away.
Oh.
I didn't understand why they chose those specific words.
Right, that seems
when this
a
is
little
a word that's been used in
racially...
history to make us feel less.
Yeah.
Am I being treated differently because I'm a black girl? What's happening here? I remember on the show thinking to myself, oh my God, there's so much I want to say. But I really had to be still.
Right, because you don't want to be like the angry black woman.
She's very aggressive and very angry.
Ebony just
angry. Oh,
harsh.
Harsh? I don't remember all that.
I don't think that any of the girls were prepared for what reality was going to become.
Shandy! Holy shit, you got tattoos! I would have never thought Shandy was a tattoo girl. I remember Shandy. Shandy, I'm trying to remember. Was that Shandy? Wasn't her whole storyline like her boyfriend or whatever? I mean, there were so many seasons with the girls with their boyfriends, but I think her whole thing was like she cheated on her boyfriend and they like filmed while she called him. That was a little traumatic. I was like, we don't need to do all that. I get it because it's a show, but like, ooh, we don't need to do all that. Let's get into Miss Eva Diva's season. That's probably one of my favorite seasons. That one, and I think it's 11 and 14. I think were the most interesting to me.
We had our own soundstage.
Ew, that looks so weird to see the judging room like that. I don't like that.
But that was the Janice thing. And to balance her out, we needed Nigel.
Nigel freaked me out. Nigel was such a creep to me because he would say comments sometimes where I'd be like, oh God. It would always be just like little like, oh, you're so sexy, or I don't know. He gave me a vibe. He kind of creeped me out. I could be wrong, but.
We went abroad for the...
And that became like the tradition. I knew once it started getting, what was that, cycle 5? when it was Nicole. I don't remember who else, but it was that elimination. I think there was like 5 or 6 of them left. And they're like, we're so disappointed.
Both of you must pack your bags.
Because we're all going to Europe. You and you and you and you. And Nicole's face, she was like, that stays with me for sure. For sure.
Did you want to win it all?
I did until what happened in Milan. And then I didn't care.
Oh, was this when the boyfriend thing happened?
The guys that were on the mopeds, like...
Yeah. And then she cheated on her boyfriend.
I don't think I'd eaten anything at all or had any sleep. I remember getting in the hot tub. Everything kind of after that is just a blur. Just like remember him on top of me. I was blacked out. No one did anything to stop it.
So this is that shoe dropping. Because if I remember, they framed it as like, oh, Shandy got a little drunk, but was coherent enough to realize like, oh, I cheated on my boyfriend kind of a thing. Are you trying to tell me that Shandy couldn't give consent, was so blackout drunk enough that basically she was right? And no one stopped it to be like, hey, like because of, oh God, because it's good TV. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, see, now it's not fun anymore. Now it's like, do we have police involved? Do we have a case? Can there be a case? Like, fuck, you're joking.
I remember being in the shower and then just sitting in the shower. I didn't even feel sex happening. I just knew it was happening. And then I've passed out.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, they framed it as like just regretting it because of her boyfriend. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say.
You should have stopped it?
Yes. There's no question.
It's a little difficult for me to talk about production because that's not my territory.
Do you not have the executive producer title attached to your name? Unless she's saying like, I'm not attached to the like minute by minute production. Like I'm not attached to the people on the floor deciding when to cut and all that. Yeah, but you didn't have to air it.
If you went into a bathroom alone, a camera could not follow you in. Of course, when she went into the shower, she was technically not alone. So the cameras went in and they captured it. I don't know whose decision it was, but as producers do, this was a story point now. And
yeah.
All the way through.
But that's so gross. The thing with reality TV is there is a morally gray area with it. Like these people understand to make reality TV great. You kind of have to put all that to the side. I love reality TV, but I hate it because I know it's so dirty and so wrong. Oh, Miss Shandy. Oh, Miss Shandy.
You went sex? Yeah. Oh my God, honey. Are you okay, man? I can't be with someone that cheated on me.
We're really, really sorry that we had to film that.
When I went into post and saw the footage, we scaled back that scene.
That was scaled back?
It's important for people to know that we didn't put everything on TV.
So that justifies it?
For good or bad, one of the most memorable moments in Top Model.
Made for good TV.
Are you okay? We're not just gonna walk past that, are we? We're not just gonna go on and be like, okay, new season, new cycle, blah, blah, blah. Right. And Tyra just sitting there being like, Diva, no. If you're trying to clear your name and, you know, not be the bad guy, you're not doing a good job.
As the
Alexandra! I remember this. And then she gets hit.
Yeah. You have to keep one-upping yourself.
Now the pressure was high for the network. How do we maintain this and grow this audience?
You guys were demanding it.
Oh, so it's our fault. So f me.
Hello?
I feel like...
Oh, when she like pretends to pass out.
Sorry, you guys. Check her pulse.
Now you guys gonna learn about edging!
Inappropriate and awkward and fun.
They're like, girl, you weren't that good in life size. Calm down. Don't give me a heart attack. It's the same one as you're going to Europe. You and you and you. You know what? I think it's time to take a little breather and let's talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place and all on your terms. With Squarespace design intelligence, flexible web templates, and the visual design tools, it has never been easier to create a website that not only represents you, but your brand. Customize your look, update content, add features to fit your needs. Create an elevated online aesthetic with dozens of modern and intuitive options that genuinely fit every brand, every industry, and more importantly, every need. And if you're like me, oh babe, does money make you nervous? But no need for that here. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments all in one space. And onboarding, fast and simple, girlfriend. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, you name it, it's there. Head on over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/YourInternetMomAsh to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code YourInternetMomAsh. As always, a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Let's jump back into it.
We cannot forget when they pretended to be homeless, inspired by Tyra's stint as a homeless person for a day. They had the girls pose with real
But do you see Isis in the back? Exactly. She said. And I think Isis was probably one of the first trans people I was ever like shown. I loved Isis. It's like period queen.
The gap, the infamous gap. After the challenge, they put us in a group and they said that we were going to the dentist, but that Joni and I were going first.
Going to a doctor's office to get a medical procedure as part of a makeover.
Oh God. Okay, so this part, I don't know if I can defend anyone on this part.
We'll remove these 4.
Today?
Remove them today.
Oh.
But I had to sign a separate release right then and there too. Couldn't talk to my mom about it, couldn't call a lawyer or anything like that.
So they trapped you, because you're young and you're gonna say yes.
That was really intense what Joni went through.
There were many orthodontic problems that were never fixed.
How do you do all that but then not fix like other problems? That's why you need to go to like an actual dentist. And I remember being young because again, I had a gap in my front teeth, and I remember like seeing how fast like they were doing these treatments, and I was like, even at a young age, that doesn't seem right. It puts in a false narrative in like young people's head.
This is all people see. It's easy to beautiful cover girl. It's not marketable.
Guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
So then you feel like you have to do it. That's what's so funny about the world and how it changes and shifts and moves, because now it's like, who gives a f? But back then, again, because I had a gap, so I remember this very vividly, where it's like, oh, you have a gap in your teeth? Ugly. Do you stick pennies in there? Like, it was a whole thing. That would have been such a good opportunity, especially as Tyra is sitting here being like, I'm making this show to represent people who are different, you know, like going against the actual beauty standards. That would have been perfect for Tyra to have been like, yeah, I love your gap.
And the irony is that a few seasons later,
We love your teeth.
Tyra's like, we're gonna widen that gap.
What did I say?
One season that she got a gap created in a girl's mouth. Girl, that is absolutely ridiculous.
I'd be pissed if I was her.
You girls are all gonna be crime scene victims.
Dion was posing as if someone had shot her in the head.
Ugh.
When I was a kid, my mom was shot and she was paralyzed from the waist down. They knew about it from the application process, but they still chose to have me do this particular photo shoot.
I did not remember any of that. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can't even say like, oh, this is looking into it. It's a coincidence, whatever, because then they did the same thing. I think it was like cycle 3, maybe 4, when I don't remember her name, but her friend just died, and then they had her pose in the grave. These people are actually evil. That's crazy. Like, you can make good television without being psychotic.
Difficult time with was this race swapping shoot.
This week we've learned all about makeup and the power. We're making you into a traditionally African woman with a head wrap and everything.
Wow. You're a
going to be Tibetan, like the Dalai Lama. And I understand 100%.
But it was an issue then.
Think about Egypt, the people and what they've been through.
People, what they've been through, so... No! You know the history. Channel it. What? Oh, girl, no! No!
Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we?
Oh, let's get into it. Because if I remember with her thing was that she gained weight. And then she had that one photo shoot. That's probably what they're going to talk about too. She had that one photo shoot where that male model was being really handsy with her.
Back then, the fashion industry's beauty standards were so...
Back then? Like, we're coming back around. What do you mean?
Tyra has
oh,
also
yeah.
been
Kiss my fat
criticized.
ass. My fat ass.
She's perpetuating
standing
the same
exactly.
message onto these women and fat shaming them.
Exactly.
If you don't fit the clothes, you don't work.
Only people you saw didn't look like you. Plus size modeling did not exist. I mean,
say Whitney was the first plus size winner. Cycle 10, baby.
On today's shoot, you're gonna be dancing.
It's this one! I remember him like touching her leg and everything.
I really felt that he was just taking advantage
of the situation.
The moment to
touch
me.
Moaning where?
Like on me. Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't feel comfortable.
And I remember it was like, oh, she's difficult to work with.
How dare you stop our production?
Yeah. I remember that vividly. Everyone's watching, filming, editing, producing, and no one wants to say anything.
It's a good shot. It's not a slamming shot.
Wait, can we stop it? The photo that was chosen is a photo of Bertini literally
touching
grabbing
you.
my legs.
I was just about to say.
Are we gonna really choose the shot where he's grabbing her in the shot? It's wild that got past however many people it got past.
Literally, I was just thinking that. Like he's gripping her.
And I did the best that I could at that time, but she deserved more. She did.
Oh, that just like left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like that explanation. Where is the, hey, you know what? We failed you.
Slowly depleting me, it was time to tell Tyra I wanted to leave the show.
You wanted to leave. That's how it started?
And she ultimately wrote back just 3 words. I'm disappointed. After that email exchange, all communication just stopped. They said, we just need a little more time. Can you just do 1 cycle for us? Just cycle 9.
Wait, that's why I'm like, hold on, because that happened, come back for cycle 9. Jay was there for a really long time. To feel like you're being held hostage for how many years is crazy.
I hadn't spoken to Tyra. I was extremely nervous. Oh my God. I was like, oh, thank God I'm thinking a moment I can just talk to her. I'm like, oh, hey, I just wanted to real quick.
Oh, shit.
And she wouldn't speak with me. But it was just clear I was not allowed to speak with her outside of that.
Going from being best friends, staying at your house, to not even talking on set.
Can we talk now about what happened with you and
Please.
Do this here. Yeah, but he's a special man.
Ew. So you acknowledge that you should talk to Jay first before saying anything on the show. Because that's, you know, respect. Like, I don't want to say all this stuff behind your back in front of the world, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you haven't done it. Are you still that hurt because Jay wanted to leave? That's so crazy to me. Did you feel like it was a personal betrayal? Did you know, like, Jay leaving was going to be bad for the show?
I no longer was producing creative. The only thing I was responsible for producing per my contract is the final runway.
Whoa!
There were definite photos selected that we felt, we were like, wait, what? Ken and his team and Tyra, they knew what they were doing. That is where I started to learn the art of the storytelling. I would really...
Coins. Because how many, if you've seen the show, how many times would they be like, I know that's not my best picture. And it comes off as like, oh, you know, they're just not taking accountability for what they're doing. Rah, 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 rah. Ow! I want to see all the photos from every photo shoot now. Every single one. Give it to me, Rachel.
We have this story. We need them
It turned into like an actual reality show.
Get us there.
Yeah. But it's so interesting to hear that because, like, yeah, it's fun to watch it for the drama or whatever, but that was half of the beauty, was actually seeing the girls get better. Like, I loved seeing their best photos and being like, damn, like, put that on a billboard. A story.
The lack of
Sheena.
ethics behind the
Yeah, because she
scenes
was
to
killing
make
it. What was her
quote-unquote
name? Lauren Bree. She was killing it. That one photo, like, with the hot air balloon. History, top model history. Yeah, and I remember when they eliminated her, because I actually rewatched that cycle like semi recently, and I remember like them putting in the story of like, oh, you know, she's probably gonna go soon, and then she left. She didn't have any other story any other time. She was just there taking pretty photos. Now she's going home. Oh, I mean, like, this has been a conspiracy theory, but to have it confirmed, oh my god.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, have they had a
later
conversation?
When she invited you to her talk show?
To her talk show?
She was asking me about what happened in Milan. And I told her I'd never seen it. And then she just puts it on the screen in front of me.
I'm gonna roll a little clip that a lot of us remember.
With the reaction cam?
Fanny, you weren't watching that. I saw you looking down. How come you can't watch that?
I just can't do it.
Really? It brings back like all the old stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, okay. Did Tyra do this to clear her name? Because I don't think it's clearing much. I low-key feel like I'm walking away with a worse opinion of Tyra than I did coming in.
He said, the show is the biggest thing in the world, but it won't always be.
Right.
And it's taking a dip. And there are no sacred cows. Let go. This and this. Mr. J, Miss J, and Nigel.
It was shocking.
Wait, which is so funny because they were the best part of the show. I loved the Jays.
We were going to put out one joint press release, and they said we would all get a quote in this press release. There was a leak to Page 6 that said the three of us were fired.
Banks booted.
I kind of remember. I remember it got ugly.
That show, the way we ran confidentiality and we're on these conference calls, there's no leak to Page 6.
And call it out. Call it out. Get rid of these parts. It's usually the parts that make it good. Like, I could sit there and listen to Miss J for hours and hours on end. Because then they got rid of everybody. And then they bring in the new people. And then it turned into like, do you guys remember that? They started giving scores. And then they started having like fan votes. And they had people like send in fan videos. And there was that one guy that it seemed like Tyra was hooking up with as the other judge. At a certain point, they started just throwing shit at the wall. And they were like, let's see what sticks. And at that point, nothing was sticking. Nothing was gooey-ooey. Ew, that's gross.
To see what the new guard was like, and it was gonna be a ratings bump. The ratings went down dramatically.
Womp womp.
But then everything changed. Okay, so here's my room.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
On December 27th, 2022, I had a stroke. I spent 5 weeks in a coma. And I couldn't walk.
Couldn't walk? That's your whole
I
thing.
couldn't talk.
Wait, was this publicized?
It was emotional. I cried. And then once I was in the hospital, Jay and Nigel came to visit.
I love that.
He even wanted me to see him in that way. I was going to go see him.
The amount of like speech therapy, physical therapy that Miss J probably has gone through, I can't even imagine. But good on them for going and like seeing their friend, their family. Did Tyra?
This hair, though, I'm sick with because it's just so pretty and long.
I know.
I know.
I'm glad to be. It's really good to see you, mate. Yeah, it's really special.
It has been a journey.
Okay, they're gonna make me cry.
When we first saw you in that hospital, you could hardly move, hardly talk. And now you're sitting up doing an interview, chatting, talking, rolling your eyes, making us laugh. I know, it's been really, really hard, mate.
Here, though, that's the thing.
Oh, Miss J.
I taught Mars how to walk, and now I can't walk.
Oh.
Not yet.
Exactly.
Did Tyra come
That's
and
just
visit you?
Oh.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
And she wants to come and visit me. But, no. Not yet.
Exactly. That is so f***ed up. I don't care what kind of like drama you have going on. That is a situation where you put everything to the side and you make up. You reach out, say, hey, I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. Like, I would love to see you if that's okay with you. You know what I mean? Ew.
You have no idea what we have planned for cycle 25.
Cycle 25. Is Tyra okay? Cycle 25. With who? Doing what?
Comes the hurricane, bitch. Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
All right, well, overall thoughts, that was a journey. That was a lot to take in one sitting. I kind of feel emotionally drained, and I can't even imagine what the people who sat down to talk about it felt like reliving it. So not that anyone's watching this, but I want to thank them for their bravery, for their honesty. I want to know when their NDA expired. Felt like we came in with a mission to clear my name. I just don't think that happened. Like I said, I almost feel like I'm walking away with a worse opinion of Tyra than I did coming in. And I had no intention of doing that. Like, I just wanted to hear what was said and go from there. As someone who grew up on the show, it's so disappointing to hear all the stories, and I just know there's so many more. I am fascinated by it, and I hate to say that because it's so icky, but it's so interesting to hear the behind the scenes. So let me know in the comments what you thought of the doc, how you felt. Love you guys a lot. All the YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. And don't do reality TV. Just don't.